for joining today. In fact, I did want to tell you, I do have a giveaway today. So if you share the video today, sorry, the halo light is catching this. This set comes with stamps and it has these dies, and I just happen to have a spare. This set is called Snow Scenes. It was released last winter. It's really pretty. You can see it's got all of these beautiful stamps. It's a big set. It's a beautiful set. So if you want to win this set, then if you want to be entered into the drawing, then go ahead and share this video and then come back in, because I'm going to do the giveaway during the live. So come back in and just put shared in the comments. All right. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at the comments at the same time. I'm not acclimated to that. Hang on one sec. I'm grabbing the tablet. So today I wanted to do something kind of fun. We have at Brutus Monroe, if you've been watching the posts that have been going up from the design team, there have been some sneak peeks of the holiday release. And just telling you up front right now, what I'm going to show you right now is not from the holiday release. Next week, however, I will have something from the holiday release. But because we are doing the holiday release and we're getting all ready for Christmas and stuff through that release, I wanted to do a Christmas theme. I know that it's August. I know it's a little early for some of you, but I wanted to do something with the things that we're using today before they're all sold out. So let me go ahead and switch camera views. So this is most of what we're using today is from the Photo Play. It's called Christmas Party. And I just fell in love with it when I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have those. So it has these cute little characters. They're Norbert and Tulla. But I think Tulla might be the girl gnome that isn't featured in this set. But you can see all three of these cute little gnomes, aka you could use them as Santa. We're going to use ours more like Santa, but aren't they cute? This is my favorite. It has this little... Hi, Robin. It says you are, and then you've got your naughty and your nice, and then you've got a little... This I thought was hilarious, this cute little detail. It has a little box, a little check mark you can mark. And then it says, from our gnome to yours, you better not pout. And then this is the paper pack that comes with that is part of the collection. This is again the Christmas Party, and I've pulled out some of them already for our project today, but I'll just do a brief.
I love the gnomes.
Aren't the gnomes cute? I love them too. We've got the little sweaters. You've got your ugly sweaters. These I'll just say ho 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 ho. So you've always got like your more subtle one, and then these are really cute. You can cut them out, use them for sentiments, use them for whatever. I mean, that right there with some pattern paper, you've pretty much got a card. And then, so I'll just run through them really quick. I think there's two of each of 12 different patterns. You can kind of see them all on here. So we're going to use some of this. One of the big things we're going to use, let me show you the other two things. I kind of have moving brain right now because we're getting ready to move to Texas at the beginning of next month. So my brain is in a few different directions. So hopefully I can keep it all straight. This stencil I think is so cute. This is, you can see it's got a sweater pattern, and it is called, well, I think it's just called the same. I don't think it's called anything different than just the...
Ugly Sweater.
Is it called Ugly Sweater?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Ugly Sweater. So this is super cute. You can make a cute sweater pattern. We are going to use this today. And I have already shown you the stamps. So another thing I will point out to you that we're going to be using a little bit later today is the Sprinkletz. You've seen me use some of these before, but these are called beach balls. But look at the colors. The colors, oops, excuse me. The colors are awesome with this collection of paper. They work out really good. So we're going to use some of these on our project as well. And we may use a couple of the little enamel dots from the Family Fun Simple Stories enamel dots. You know how I love my enamel dots. Seriously, it's a kind of a problem. Okay. I think there's some 12-step programs for that. Okay, so I am going to do something I don't do very often. I'm going to bring my die. Oh, can you hear the rain? Okay, it's coming down really hard. Okay, so I'm going to show you really quick how we're going to make the base of this card.
You have to speak up.
Can you hear me okay? So we're going to use, these are some of the pre-cut card panels, and we're going to use 2 of them.
Dawn says hi. Kathy says hi.
Hi, Dawn. Hi, Kathy. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my card, and I'm going to take one of my foundation circle dies, and I'm going to take it past the fold line.
They said they can hear just fine.
Can you see it's just barely past? And I'm going to cut that out. The die cut machine I usually use is bigger than this one, so there's like no room whatsoever to use it when I'm doing a live. So this one works pretty good for that. So you can see it's not perfectly round. Oh, and I need new plates. My plates are kind of schmitchy. What's the word?
What word?
Dirty. We'll just say that. Thankfully, we're going to cover that up, so it's not going to matter too much. But yeah, I probably need to clean my plates if nothing else. So we're going to have 2 of these. You're going to cut this out twice. And I just wanted to show you how to set that up. But I've actually already got some set up. So this is the biggest circle. You can, actually that's not true. That's the second to the largest biggest. This is the biggest one. The foundation circles, I'm trying to see if it tells me how many come in. I'm not sure how many come in it. At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I may be missing one in there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's at least 9 circles in that set. At least. Okay. So now we've got 2 sets of circles. As you can see, I've got something going on here. What I did next, because we are going to make a triple circle card.
Mary says hello.
Hi, Mary. And the middle part's going to be a shaker. So I want to kind of line this up so that you can't really see that edge too much. It's kind of, it's camouflaged because when it's closed, because the circle behind it's going to show us. So we're going to, I think we'll just do the circle part first because that's going to be the trickiest part. So what I did is I took the next smallest size, the next largest size, or the size just smaller, I should say. It's probably a little more clear if I do that. So I've got the next nesting one, and that's what I cut my pattern paper out of. And that's the same size that I'm going to use for pattern paper here and on all of them. Okay, but that's how I got this first stripe. And that is from, of course, my paper pad. And then on the other side, I used the size just smaller than that. To get what we're going to put behind it. Okay. I also cut another one out of this same size. I just cut a piece of acetate. And Brutus Monroe has better acetate than the piece I have right here. I just don't happen to have any on hand. I need to order some of that. This is going to help us with our shaker. So what I did was I attached. Kathy did? Heather did. Hi, Heather.
Jen says so cute.
Ah, thank you, Jen. So what I did was I went ahead and I cut this out with this, like I showed you. And then I went ahead and grabbed my other one and just cut through all of it once I already had it attached. Just so I knew I had it centered, had it out where I wanted it. Does that make sense? Any questions so far? So now, let's attach this green so that we can kind of have a guideline of where we want everything. And this I'm just going to use some of our Easy Tear tape. Gosh, I felt like I was competing there for a minute because the rain was so loud on our end. I hope it wasn't too loud for you guys.
I couldn't tell because it was loud for me on both ends.
I don't know if you heard that, but Darren said he couldn't tell because it was loud for him on both ends. Okay, so we've got the start right there. Just making sure I still have it. Yep, okay. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to attach my...
Penny says it's a nice white noise.
It is relaxing, isn't it? I like it too, Penny. So
so much rain this year.
There has been a lot of rain. So I'm just going to attach my little piece of acetate to...
Jessie says hello.
Hi, Jessie. How are you? Is everybody having a good week, by the way? Anybody have any groundbreaking news? I think I'll put one more of these on there. It's probably overkill, but
And it says, yeah,
we'll put it on there.
create your own ending tomorrow, can't wait.
Yes, create your own ending is definitely groundbreaking. I actually took time off of work months ago so that I could enjoy that.
Jessie said, I'm relaxing for a few minutes and remembered you were on.
Oh, Jessie, I'm glad that you did. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to kind of build our shaker. So I'm going to use, okay, don't laugh. Oh, you can laugh if you want, but so where I had my table set up before, where I did my lives, I have a little thing, a bucket of my adhesives, and I stored my foam tape and my...
No one can see it.
I'm going to show you in just a second. My foam tape and then my clear foam tape together, right next to each other, and they were close to the window. And I think they kind of got too hot because I do live in Arizona. So you can see they kind of stuck to each other. So we're just going to leave them as a pair because I can still use them just fine. But yeah, if you're wondering why I have this ginormous thing of foam, and that's
Robin
why.
said she plans to craft with her sister, Mary, at Creative Ending, create your own ending this weekend.
Oh, Robin, how fun. My sister is my #1 craft partner too. We used to fantasize about having our houses be close enough that we could have a tunnel between us and like a common craft room we could just meet at. Just craft whenever we wanted.
Carrie said she'll have to watch later. Hard to do in an ICU. Good thing we can watch them forever.
Oh, yes, Carrie. You have been on my mind like you would not believe. Lots of stuff going on. Okay, now my air conditioner turned off, so that's good. It's actually kind of quiet now. So I'm just trying to create a barrier so that our little sprinklets don't
Mary said she's
fall
going
through.
to spend the weekend with Robin, and of course our dad will be spending time with us.
Oh, that is a wonderful weekend, Mary. That sounds like so much fun. Okay, so we've got all the foam. The next trick right here is that this is when we're going to want to add. I'm trying to decide if I want to try sticking it first a little bit. I think we will.
Jessie said her and her friend used to say they're going to build houses, and the house between the houses connecting them both with a bridge.
I love that. Jesse, that sounds like so much fun. My sister lives in Utah. And we are the only 2 girls. We have 3 brothers. And we both just love paper crafting. And she's just one of those that if I need some inspiration, I'll ask her. She is an amazing watercolor artist. And she just took it up not too long ago, but she's really, really good at it. Okay, I did something I didn't mean to do, so I'm going to have to be even more careful. I am the expert at taking the bullet for you to show you what not to do. Let me just tell you that right now. Consider it a public service. Okay, so I don't want to attach the top, right? Because we still need to put our sprinkles in. So I should have just left the backing on, but I got a little distracted. Yeah, I was a little overzealous. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to open up my Sprinkletz. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. My sister would totally be up for it too. She's a good sport. Okay, let's see if I totally messed it up or not. Is it salvageable? I always tend to overfill my shakers. Do you guys ever have that problem? I just like to have all of those little goodies in there. So the thought of not having enough.
Carrie said hers would fly all over.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, I think. So the key to this, if you want to do a better job than I did, would be to leave those backers on until you get to the end. Okay, I've got a couple of strays that are making my job hard here. Hang on one sec. If I can get those little guys out from behind my paper.
You're off camera, we can't see what you're doing.
A few of mine went astray and went behind my paper, so I'm just fishing those out. I think we got it now. Okay. I think we are under control now. I have a few sprinkles that are like upright. And so they're kind of pokey. It's not laying quite as flat, but it also is kind of making it fun for the rest of them to shake around them. So it's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so let me clean up my mess a little bit so that we don't have sprinkles everywhere. Sprinkletz, I guess I should say. But aren't these cute little fun guys? They look like little peppermint candies, I thought. Or beach balls, like they're called. You can use them for so many different
Marlene
things.
says hi.
Hi, Marlene. Thanks for joining today. Just a reminder to everybody tuning in. If you share the video today, you can be entered into the drawing to win the snow scene set with the stamps and the dice. And if you win, then make sure that you message me on Facebook so that I have your address. Okay? Okay, so that was the hardest part. We've got that done. So now let's get going on the next part. So the next thing we're going to want to do, I have all kinds of things sticking to my foam tape. There we go. I want to show you that stencil. So we're going to use our sweater stencil. And we're just going to quickly add a little pattern to, I'm using the pattern paper. It's got just a really subtle snowflake on it. You can see this, it actually, the pattern paper actually has the same pattern within all of those papers. It's got that sweater stencil-y kind of pattern. But we're going to make our own right here with white. We're going to use the Alabaster Pigment Ink. And I'm just going to, let's see if I've got some washi up here. I do. So I'm just going to, you could use pixie spray on your stencil. This is not like, this is just going to be a light stenciling, so I'm just not really worried about it. As long as it somewhat stays where it's supposed to be. we're going to take a chance. So I've just got this little blending brush that I'm going to just pick up some of my ink. And I'm just going to lightly go over the top of my little circle.
She shared 3 times because she thinks you're awesome.
Jessie, you are so sweet. Thank you. I think you're awesome. Now you could go directly into the ink pad like I'm doing, or if you wanted to, you could just put a little ink on your glass mat or your media mat if you have a media mat. Makes it a little easier to have a smoother, lighter layer, where when you dip your brush right into the ink pad, you might not be able to get it quite as thin. I feel like you have a little more control when you have it on your mat. And like I said, this is just kind of a light layer.
Says hi.
Hi, Michelle. Okay, so very, very fast, very easy. And then we've got this little pattern that looks like a sweater.
Jessie says she loves the stencil.
Isn't that cute? Okay, I have to ask you. I grew up in the 80s, pretty much. I was born in the 70s, grew up mostly in the 80s. And when I was in, I think it was 6th grade, I'm trying to remember what the name of the store was. Was it Limited? All I know is that Forenza sweaters were all the rage. That was the sweater. You had to have a Forenza sweater if you were going to be socially accepted. Does anybody remember that? Did any of you have Forenza sweaters?
Not me.
Darren, of course you wouldn't, you silly. Or am I the only one? I might be the only one old enough.
Jessie says casual corner or the limited.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Jessie. Yeah, so I think it was the Limited.
Dawn says the limited.
Okay, you guys remember. I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembers
Michelle
that.
says she had it too.
You did too? I'm pretty sure I didn't actually have a Forenza sweater. I'm sure I had the knockoff, and I'm sure I was bummed out about it.
Cynthia said yes, the limited. Jessie said her daughters had it.
That's so funny.
Heather said they didn't have those stores.
A few years later, it was what? The Gerbeau jeans. I didn't have those either. And you know what? I think I turned out okay.
I don't think we had those stores in Canada. I don't remember them.
No?
No.
Okay, I think we're going to go with this. And then these are going to go on the other side. Let's actually move this guy to this side. See how cute when you stamp out the sentiments? You are nice, naughty. I love that. I think that is such a cute little detail. I am really bothered by these ones that are standing straight up, but I don't want to poke through too much. I might have to poke a hole with a pin and move them around a little bit later. So on this one right here, I took a strip from one of the pieces that has...
Jessie said she wants to win your card.
Oh, really?
Someone have the stamp, LOL.
So you've got these little strips on the bottom of some of the printed paper. And this one is from the bottom of... Oh, where is it? There it is. Of this one. I just took one of those, and then I just used my circle die so that I had exactly the right edges.
The heck out of it.
I'm gonna have to, huh? I'm gonna have to get really aggressive. Because man, those things are in there good. There's one. I got one of them to actually bend in half. Okay, we'll mess with that later. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this together.
Michelle said we're Jordache jeans.
Jordache jeans, yes.
Carrie said hers are Gloria Vanderbilt jeans.
That's so funny.
Everybody's dating themselves today.
It's true. Okay, so let's put this little guy.
Says just send it to her and she'll fix it.
Jesse, you're the best. So this little guy, I went ahead and colored him last night. I used the Spectrum Noir tri-blend markers. I just didn't want to spend a whole lot of time coloring him live because it does take a little bit of time. And you have seen me do it before, so I figured we'd spend the time constructing the card. Make sure if you're sharing the video that you put shared in the comments so that you are in the drawing. So then we're just going to center a little mat there, and then I think this guy deserves
Carrie
a little
says she's
pop.
old and her birthday is Friday.
Carrie, your birthday is Friday? Happy birthday!
Penny said she had to take a phone call. She missed the whole clothes in stores, but the big thing for her was sweater with your monogram.
Ooh, was it a Jansen sweater? I've heard about Jansen sweaters being big. And then let's put our pink sweater on that last one.
Jackie says hi.
Hi, Jackie.
Michelle says I could talk about the 80s forever.
The 80s were definitely quite the time,
I
weren't
love
they?
the 80s. The 80s are the best.
I always crack up when I see, like, if I'm flipping through the channels and I see something like Knots Landing or Dynasty go on, because I'm like, I had no idea people were wearing that much makeup back then. But woo! The eye makeup in the 80s was something else, wasn't it? Okay, so we'll center this guy on there. So we've got the first part. And then we're just going to add to the back because we don't want them to, we don't want any of it to just be white circles. We want to make it
Jess
fancy.
said her era of sweater were Angora sweaters.
Oh, Angora sweaters. I could never wear them. I'm just, they bug my skin. They're just itchy to me.
Penny said she'll have to look, but she'll probably still have a sweater. It was a gift from her boyfriend, now her husband. The monogram was wrong since it has her maiden name and initial on it.
Penny, that is awesome that you still have it. I love that. That is so cool. That is definitely a keeper. Okay, so we've got that going. We're going to just add, I thought these little presents were cute. There's tons of cute paper in this collection. This is a fun collection. I love to just kind of mix things up. I love all of the traditional holiday colors, but every once in a while, I think it's fun to just mix it up and try something different. In fact, if you like that, if you like to mix up your colors and go with something completely non-traditional, there right now is a Prima collection on the site that has like pink pumpkins. It's got like pink and yellow and black. Really pretty collection. The paper, oh, what's that?
The only thing she can wear from her teen years are the earrings.
Jessie, you are my kind of person. I am right there with you. Oh. Okay. So now we'll just add our last little, what do we want to call it? Circle. And then I think we'll put a couple more little embellishments, and then we've got this little guy we still need to stick on there too. So you could go crazy on this. You could decorate every single panel with something.
Yeah, she's gonna have to give this paper. I put up a link to it.
It's cute paper. You will not be sorry. I think you'll enjoy it. Should we pop this guy? Yeah, let's pop that guy. So I'm using a couple of my Easy Tab foam dots. I like to do that. One of the reasons why I'm doing that is because I've got that little paper clip on there. And I think that is nicer when you're, to give it as much room as it needs behind it. Does that make sense? So it's not, you're not trying to get it flat on that surface when it's not flat.
Michelle said she can't wear her earrings from the 80s. They're too heavy.
Oh, Michelle, that is hilarious. That is true. I have a picture from my junior year, and I'm telling you, the size of my earrings, they were these great big, I'm thinking they were probably, they may honestly have been this big around, hanging from my ears. And I'm not talking about hoops. I'm talking like there's a circle thing here, and then this big old thing hanging from that. Huge and terrifying. So funny. Oh.
Jesse asked if those are pop dots from British Monroe.
These are the Easy Tab dots from Brutus Monroe. And then we're going to have to use a couple of these because it just wouldn't be one of my cards, I don't think, if I didn't use some kind of enamel dots. I have them pulled aside. There they are. I have one that's already open. When I buy them, I always buy two because I just know I'm going to go through them because I love them so much. So I think we'll do some green over here. We could do green or we could do orange. But I don't see really any orange that I want to incorporate there. We'll do green. I think that would coordinate a little better. But does it show up enough? Yeah, I think it does.
Jesse said, put enamel dots on my card, please.
Yes, Jesse. Okay, what do you guys think? And then, like I said, you can decorate this side. I think I'm just going to leave mine this way. But if you wanted to, you could decorate the other side. But I'm just kind of letting this side be the star of the show. You could put a little bow here. You could tie a bow around it so that it just stayed closed. But super fun, super easy. Way good.
This is adorable. Jesse says it's cute.
Aw, thanks so much, you guys. Way easy way to use all of the circles. If you do not have a set of circle dies, first of all, how are you getting by? And second of all, this is a great set. I love these dies. They are my go-to. I use them all the time. They're pretty much on my table at all times. If you want to know what color this is, I just used, this cardstock color is Rouge. It's the Brutus Monroe cardstock. And I felt like that coordinated really well with this paper. And then I actually used the Simon Hurley ink to do my little check mark. And that seemed to work out just fine. Okay.
Jesse said, great job. You have my address?
Hey, Jesse. Give me your address. Okay, are you guys ready for the drawing? Okay, I think we're just about ready, Darren.
All right, let me spin it.
All right. Darren is spinning on his internet wheel.
It comes up to Carrie.
Carrie, you are the winner of the snow, yet again, I had to look at it, of the snow scene set. So I will get that in the mail to you at least Monday, if not before. I am off work and I work in a post office, so I can't promise you that I'm going to go in this weekend. I hope that's okay with you. Hope you'll understand that. And then if you want to kind of see how, I will have this up on my YouTube channel, the Crafty Shenanigans YouTube channel. Sometime, probably tomorrow, isn't it? No, Friday. Friday is when this will go up on the Crafty Shenanigans YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, subscribe to that. And then also I have a Crafty Shenanigans Instagram account.
I just realized it's Carrie's birthday on Friday. How convenient was that?
Carrie, oh my gosh, that's true. Carrie, happy birthday. That worked out really well. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I always have so much fun with you. And thank you for giving my sometimes crazy nature. I will have something fun for you next week. It will involve the holiday release. And until then, I hope you have a great week. And Carrie, happy birthday. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.